So welcome to this journey. I'll just give a brief insight on to Dr. Sujan's, I'll just tell in 2 lines.
You will tell.
You will only tell? Okay. Basically, his expertise is in therapeutic yoga, and he is MD in medicine and as well as PhD in yoga. So let's all experience an insightful journey. We invite Dr. Sujan to kindly take over the dais. Thank you.
Very good. Shubhodaya. Namaskar. Good morning. So it's my privilege to be here along with you all. So respected Sushma Pai Madam and Dakshin Murthy sir and all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Ma'am was telling that all the young populations. See, always we should, what is the most important thing, requirement to be happy? ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು?
Healthy body.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ತಾನಾಗಿ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬೈ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ನೀವು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು.
Peaceful mind. Calm mind.
Satisfaction, contentment.
See, we should all have a purpose in our life.
Okay.
This is very much missing in young population nowadays. We are getting as less of age of 18 years, 16 years, 15 years with depression patients. We are getting very young age people who are suffering with anxiety. We are getting young age people who are having PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder, and other psychological conditions. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಪೀಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದಿದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಗೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಮಚ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ paper cutout. There was a global forum 2025 which was organized in US where the Google CEO Mr. Sundar Pillai, right? So it was Pichare. Mr. Sundar. So he was there in the forum, and his fellow batchmates, his friend, they both are some I hope you all know that he is from IIT graduate. So his batchmate was there, and you know who is his batchmate? Gauranga Das. Gauranga Das is a ISKCON monk. Okay. And Mr. Sundar asked, he said, "You look so younger." So Mr. Das replied, "See, you take care of Google and I deal with God." So it is a major difference what it makes us, like to live a peaceful life. Yoga is not one thing what that you have to practice. ನೀವು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅತಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So if you want to maintain your health in a very utmost peak disciplined level in terms of physical as well as mental, so yoga is a must. Yoga is basically for your mind. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಯೋಗ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿದೆ. ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಜಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರಿಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಸ್ತ್ರ ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ the whole purpose is yoga. So we always say that it is very difficult. See, how much is a kilometer if I ask from Kanyakumari to Kashmir? What might be the kilometers? It is 3,574 kilometers. Okay. In train, if we travel, it is 35 hours. In flight, if we travel, it is 4 hours. In the Sukhoi jet, if we travel, it is just 2 hours. In Agni missile, it is just 8 minutes. If you travel in mind, it is just 2 minutes or 2 seconds. You can just, on a click, you can just visualize the wonderful imagination of the Kashmir if you have been there, or Kanyakumari you have been there, or any part of the world where you have been there. So it is that much speed what our brain travels. Don't you think our brain requires some speed breakers to reduce the speed? That speed breaker is yoga. In yoga, we are having one more weapon, the major Brahmos weapon. That weapon is breath. If you are able to control your breath, you will be able to control your brain speed of traveling. So usually, if you just close your eyes, the first thought which will come is, it is always a negative thoughts. We always get negative thoughts. We never get any positive thought. Okay, in yoga, many classes I hear people saying that, now just forget your negative thoughts. Actually, if you say, it will come. If you say that you forget negative thoughts, you will get negative thoughts. So actually, if you don't say anything, nobody will remember. So it is very important for all of us to understand that we are just trying to control our thought process, and easiest weapon is breath. So if you practice yoga very peacefully, and if you are not practicing yoga without breath control, it is complete 100% waste of time. Okay, don't practice at all. It is better you go for walking, because you are wasting your body energy without doing anything. At least if you walk, at least you may burn some calories. Okay, thinking that you are practicing correctly and not practicing without focusing on your breath, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉಸಿರಾಟದ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡದೆ ನೀವು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥವೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಮನವನ್ನು ಉಸಿರಾಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಿಸ್ತೀರೋ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹತೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೈಹಿಕವಾದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹತೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ, if you want to reduce your BP, if you want to reduce your heart rate, if you want to reduce your stress, if you want to reduce your negative thoughts, easiest, simplest weapon available for mankind is breath awareness and breath control. Okay, but if you're not doing that correctly, the whole purpose is defeated. So many of the patients will come and say, yes sir, I'm practicing since 8 years, I'm practicing since 5 years, I'm not getting any results. You are saying your results are very good, research has already been proved. That is only because they are not practicing correctly. Practice ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ. So in this today class, let us unlearn what you have learned, which is the wrong way of practicing. I don't know whether you have learned in a right way or not. I assume that let us learn in a right way. Okay, so the most important aspect is breathing. If you know how to practice pranayama, your 90% of the solutions will be you'll be getting. Okay, so with this note, thanks for the opportunity for me to for giving me to be here with the wonderful people like you. It is always being blessed. See, always we say it is not about staying longer. It is not that living longer. Nice song, huh? Actually, that's a very good entertainment for them. Every day they will keep on hearing one or the other song. So, let us learn and try to understand the concept of yoga today. And I always say it is not about living longer. ನೀವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿನ ಬದುಕಿರೋದು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್? Exactly 69. So there is something called as blue zone. Blue zone ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ blue zone ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ where people live longer, okay, and healthy. And one of the places Japan. Okay, Japan, the highest, the minimum lifespan is 84. Okay, so I always say whoever crossed 65, you are all living in a bonus life. So we are all in a bonus life. I will be telling to my parents, how is your bonus life going on? So my parents will be always saying, you always picking, you know, ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀಯ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. She was her soul departed at the age of 92, but I was always teasing her. So how many years you like to live? See, always we should have a humor in our life. That is where our life will be much easier and comfortable way. Okay, that is a whole aspect of yoga. That is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That is cessation of your thoughts in a much better way, and that is nothing better than practice of yoga. Okay. So with this note, I will let us practice with on chair practice and other thing, and I'll be open to answer any questions if you're having regarding any doubts. See, there are a lot of misconceptions in yoga. Early morning ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರ್ದು, ಆ ಥರ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಯಾವಾಗ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ ಆವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 2.5 hours, ಆರ್ before practice, before having your food, so you can practice yoga. Okay. So, but the most important concept is you should be aware that if you are a diabetic, okay. So it's not that okay yoga ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸುಮಾರು ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಾತ್ರ ನುಂಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಲೋ ಶುಗರ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಲಂಚ್ ಟೈಮ್, that is the best time to practice yoga, or evening or morning. See, morning ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗು ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಹ ಗಟ್ಟಿಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, your body will be stiff, your mind will be light. Evening it is opposite way, your mind will be very heavy, whereas your body will be very relaxed. So it is all depends upon how we take it. Okay. So very happy to see the kids over here, and this is a young age where they have to start yoga practice. So that is a way of life. What we see, this is an Indian system where we have to inculcate Indian knowledge system anta kariteve. Okay. So with this note, let us start the session.